Hello and welcome back to Bunnex Investment Group. In this video, we are going to be talking about Orderblocks, which is something that is very popular among us traders right now. But much of the text around this concept are misleading. So we are going to give you a transparent procedure of how to trade Orderblocks properly and very easily without giving you any confusion. But before we jump into the whole video, we have an indicator that we would like you to know, which is called the Portal FX indicator. Basically tells you when to buy and when to sell by issuing such kind of signals. These are also sent directly to your phone, which you have it on the go. So today we actually took this buy, which was a valid trade. We also had this buy on CAD JPY, which was a valid trade, and the best runner for today was CHF JPY, which we took at this point, and it actually gave us around 150 pips in profit. So you can have your copy by using the link right in the description box below. That note, let's actually continue with our content. So the first thing on order blocks is actually to know what these are. Order blocks are basically points where we expect market makers to have their orders, and they need to pull back price to those same points to add more orders. So in short, what I'm trying to put across is that this was a point where we can see that the market actually went down like that, and later we saw the market come back to retest this same zone. So this point is somehow an order block. It's a point where the market makers had to add more orders that they had at this point to ultimately have this particular move. However, if I tell you something like this, it will be very, very confusing, and it will be very difficult to apply in the next situations. So how do you actually get proper order blocks? So basically, order blocks, as I have said, are points where we expect to see the market makers, the institutions, or the smart money adding more orders to their initial ones. So that in that case, we would need to apply the market maker method, which is basically a smart money concept whereby we talk of levels or impulsive drops and rises. So by levels, I mean a move like this whereby we have an impulse drop, pullback, another impulse drop, a pullback, and then a last impulsive drop. So we know that after 3 impulsive drops or 3 levels, we expect to see a reset. However, a reset is basically a point where we can say a restart of the cycle. But where does this reset occur? Usually resets are cycle restarts. So by cycle restarts, we are actually having market makers add more positions within the system. So they will need to actually get an order block where they have their initial positions. So in that case, they will actually look to get this point as a possible point of adding their order blocks. Therefore, they will participate in cyclic trading, whereby another bank will actually counter trade to push the market to an order block, and then continue going down with another 3 levels like that. So what can we derive from this particular concept? We can say the rightful order blocks that are clear and that holds within the markets are the third level initiators. So by third level initiators, we are saying the order blocks that comes at this point are the ones that hold within the markets like this. In this case, this is the concept that we are putting across. 3 levels of drop, third level initiator, we expect to see a cycle restart and then begin our move. So let's have a real market example on pound USD to see how everything goes. So this is pound against dollar, and on pound against dollar, the first thing, as I've shown you, is to actually know the cycle or understand where the impulsive drops are starting from. So in this case, we had the first thing is to actually start our levels count from the peak formation high, or the highest point that is available to us. In this case, there was an impulsive drop, right? And then a consolidation, as we can see, right? Then after that, we can see another impulsive drop that started here to there, and a consolidation. So this was an impulsive drop and a consolidation like that. So right, then from there we had the last impulsive drop to that point. Therefore our last level was actually this one up to that point. Therefore we had 1, 2 and 3 levels of drop. As I've said, after 3 levels of drop, the next thing is now to anticipate a reset. That is when the order blocks concept kicks in. Where do we actually obtain the order block? The order block is obtained from the third level initiator. Which one is our third level initiator? It is this one. And then where do we actually take our order block? The last green candle in this case, before a downward move, right? Like that. That is how this order block held. The market makers actually added in their orders from this prior move, right? After that has happened, we can also actually apply this concept on M15 time frame. And on the M15 time frame, the only thing that you need to see are the M15 impulsive moves, right? So let's go on the M15 time frame. You need to see impulsive moves. After seeing those impulsive moves, you need to actually get the third level initiator and obtain your order block. So this is the M15 time frame, right? And as I've said, the first thing is to actually count the impulsive moves of the M15 time frame to attain an order block, right? So as you can see, we had the first drop and its consolidation like that. Then we had the second drop and its consolidation like that, and then the last drop like this. And then after that, where is our third level initiator? The last green candle before the shift, right? We can see this is the last green candle before this move, and that is where we actually retested and had this move. So if we have an M15 order block like that, it means we are not going to swing. We are actually going to have an intraday trade. So with that in mind, that is where our indicator is actually derived from. We actually focus on the M15 cycle whenever we are using the Portal FX indicator, which basically tries to catch these M15 cycle impulses. So after catching these cycle impulses, that is when it will actually give you or fire a buy or sell signal for you to take. On that note, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.